Joining us tonight, Congressman Mark Green, member of the House Oversight Committee, the Homeland Security Committee, the House Freedom Caucus. Congressman, good to have you with us. I have to say the Oversight Committee hearings with Cohen, a convicted felon and liar, that was one sorry charade, a sordid spectacle engineered by the Democrats to do what they achieved, and that was to undercut the president while he was on an important foreign policy mission. Your thoughts as you watched it all unfold?
Yeah, Lou, thanks for having me back on the show. Good to be with you. You know, my perspective is, they took a fake dossier and made an FBI investigation, and now they're taking a fake witness, a guy who has lied multiple times, perjured himself to Congress, lied to the IRS, lied to financial institutions, this fake witness in order to get some impeachment started on the president. I mean, that's really what they're going for. They're building a case to impeach the president. This is a strategic move for them for 2020. You know, the president is strategically trying.
If this is their best move, Congressman, and if you all don't fight them tooth and tongue every step of the way, you're a credentialed and decorated fighter for this country. I hope that you can teach some of your colleagues how to fight in the Republican Party, because right now, I don't think you'd want to be in a foxhole with many of them. Jordan and Meadows are certainly among the exceptions, making a criminal referral against Cohen for lying. Imagine that, for lying, committing perjury. Your thoughts about that criminal referral?
Absolutely. You know, it's interesting that I guess the advice would be to Mr. Cohen, don't lie when a simple Google search can prove that you're lying. But, I mean, he lied multiple times during that hearing yesterday. Of course, Congressman Meadows is not going to let him get away with that. He lied on documents that he submitted to the committee prior to the witness session before coming before us, said that he had no foreign contracts. And, of course, in the hearing it comes out, yes, he had multiple foreign contracts. This guy can't, he's a pathologic liar. He can't tell the truth.
You know, it was, I have to say, Cummings, who is obviously chairing the committee in this awful display by the Dems, and I think they're going to pay a hell of a price for it, frankly. The voters
hope so.
Are watching this and looking at ignorance that they, you think that the radical Dems can't top their own ignorance. They continue to do it. But I have to give Cummings credit when he stood up for Mark Meadows. In that hearing, as he was being called a racist by Tlaib. I mean, she should be referred for something. I mean, that was pathetic. Unprecedented ignorance from what is a party that is descending into the abyss.
Well, that's not Congressman Tlaib's first unprofessional comment. She's the one that said we're going to impeach. And you know the rest of that phrase. She was very unprofessional in that hearing, and Chairman Cummings did stand up there. I often wonder sometimes if Chairman Cummings is, doing some of this stuff with Cohen at the behest of the senior leadership of their party. But
yeah,
he's uncomfortable. He's uncomfortable in there doing this.
Yeah, but I do want to commend him standing up when it was difficult with his colleagues to do so in his party, and as you say, certainly his leadership. Let's turn to, if we may, the issue of where the president goes from here. This was all designed to undercut him overseas. Do you think it contributed to the conditions that led to ultimately the president's decision to walk away from that meeting?
No, I don't think so. I think no one understands how to make a deal like Donald Trump does. And what's interesting is you listen to the media talk about him. Those reporters have never negotiated a deal in their life. Some of the Democrat leadership that are criticizing the president, they've never sat across from another CEO and cut a deal in their life.
But
this guy does it all. Yes.
My question didn't begin to go to the issue of whether the president knew what he was doing. My question, and if I worded it awkwardly, I apologize. My question was, did it contribute to the view on the part of Kim Jong-un, perhaps, that he could demand much of this president and serve to undercut the president as he attempted to negotiate the denuclearization of the Korean Peninsula.
So I don't think that what happened in America, what happened in those committee hearings, had anything to do with Kim Jong-un's position on going into the negotiation. I really don't. I think he probably had a position he was at. You know, President Trump knew what he wanted to get to in the negotiation, and they didn't come together. And I think they left, you know, on positive terms. This isn't done. There'll be more meetings. It's just all a part of the process, the dance, so to speak, of a negotiation.
All right. Congressman Mark Green, good to have you with us.
Good to see you, Lou. Thanks.
Good to see you. Up next, what are